Hi, this is Chris Pells. In this video we're going to learn about site navigation in ASP.NET. First thing we'll do is create a sample website. So go up here and add a new website. And we'll call this website VB. ASP.NET has some very nice features for implementing site navigation, and two of the main ones are one is called a sitemap file, which is a central location that contains the logical layout of your site, and the second is a number of ASP.NET controls that allow you to visually portray the site navigation in several different formats. So the first thing we're going to do here in our website is to add a sitemap file, and we'll just take the default name of web.sitemap. Now the sitemap extension is important here because the .NET framework will inherently secure the file with an extension of sitemap, so that you want to use that. So you can see here the sitemap file is actually an XML file with a hierarchical representation of your site navigation. So let's start to fill this out a little bit. We'll make the top level element called home, and under that we'll put customers, and as well we'll put orders, and we'll add one more called about. Then we'll go up here to customers, and let's add some children, and the first one will say add a customer, and edit a customer, as well as inactivate a customer. Then we'll take two of these, and we'll go down under our orders node, paste that in, and we'll say add an order, edit an order, and last one under order we'll say change order status. Then we'll go down into the about, and in here we'll say get help, as well as report a bug. Let me just format this a little bit so we can get it nice and neat. And you can see being an XML file, it provides a nice visual representation of the hierarchy and layout of your site. So you can see that we have filled in the title attribute of each sitemap node, and the title is what you'll see on, say, a menu. So that's what that is. And description is what would come up on the tooltip. So let's just put a few of these in and say this is our site. Down under customers, put all about customers, and we'll just add a new customer for the company. And we'll say edit existing customer information, and so on. We'd continue on and do that for all the rest of our nodes. Now the URL attribute here is the name and location of the page that will be used for navigation of the node, and there's one important thing here, that you can't have two nodes with the same URL. Let's just create a little hierarchy here in our site. And what I'm going to do is just add a couple folders, one called customers, one called orders, and one called about. Now this isn't a requirement, but it's a nice way to organize your pages to parallel the hierarchy of your site. And this will come into play, you'll see in a little bit, when we talk about integrating security with this sitemap or the navigation of the site. So let's just, we have default ASPX, let's just add a few pages in here so you can see how some of the linking works. And the first one we'll just call Edit Customer. And the second one we'll add in here is Add Customer. And under Orders, we'll do Add Orders, as well as Edit Orders. And under Orders, we'll put one called Change Status. And we'll also put a Change Status up here. Under About, we'll put Get Help, as well as Report a Bug. So now let's go back to our sitemap file, and we'll close out all those other files, and let's start to put some of these URLs in here. And the first one is default.aspx, and the second one will be, what do we have? We have customers slash, I see we have to add a few more pages here, so let's just quickly do that. We'll call this default, and let's also put a default in the orders. So back to our website map, and that would be customers got default. And let's just go up here and use the little squiggly symbol. So that looks correct there. Go down here and we'll put Add Customer. Down here to Edit Customer. And here to Change Status. Orders, same thing. We'll default ASPX, and then we'll do Add Orders, and Edit Order, Change Status, down to About, and we'll put Get Help in here. And we also have to put Report Bug. And last but not least, we'll put this as default. And we'll go over here and add a default page into the About folder. So now you can see we have created all of the pages that correspond to our sitemap, so we'll get URLs and pages to link to when we implement the site navigation. So now we have the logical structure of the site in our sitemap file. Let's add some ASP controls to the pages so we can use that data for site navigation. Now, you can put these controls on individual pages, but what I'm going to do is a good practice, and I'm going to create a master page, and we'll put the navigation controls in the master page so that then they'll be available on all the pages throughout our site. So we'll go up here and add a new item, and we'll add a master page, and let's just call this default.master. So let me add a couple divs on the page here for some of the areas that we'll have.